Good evening, all of you. So in our yesterday session, we started about HTML introduction. So we'll continue that introduction. Yesterday, just one small information, one point we completed. I'm just repeating the point. HTML was actually developed by the Tim Berners-Lee and its releases in 1993 last days. Its last days is nothing but in December, almost ending the releases, that one. The first version of the HTML. And HTML is not released by any company. It's just maintained by the W3C organization. W3C organization is maintaining and monitoring the HTML. We don't have any specific companies here. As an open technology, freeware and open source. HTML is a freeware. No need to purchase any license. And HTML is an open source. We can easily see the source code of HTML. Your projects are other projects are whatever it may be. So companies are specially not available at a organization maintaining that one. And HTML is developed with the architecture of the SGML. At this point, try to remember, sir, it's one of the interview question in UI technologies. HTML developed based on which architecture? SGML architecture. Standard Generalized Markup Language. SGML full form, Standard Generalized Markup Language. This is what we discussed in yesterday. Now today's explanations. So what is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. Everybody they knows that one. It's not a matter. And I want to say the meanings of HTML, not full form. Full form universal. Normal students also they know that one. What is meaning, sir? What is hyper? What is text? What is markup? What is language? That is meaning. So what is the meaning of hyper? What is the meaning of text? What is the meaning of markup as well as the language? Is there any meanings, sir? Yes, sir. The name is very suitable for their activities. And what we are performing in HTML, based on the programming or based on the purpose, this is the very apted name. So see, first the meanings will get an idea. Hyper means, sir, programming terminology, hyper means navigation. In HTML language, hyper is nothing but an navigation. Navigations means not Google navigation, sir. Maybe you are thinking Google navigation system. So this is programming navigation system. What is the use of that navigation, sir? Moving from one place to another place, or moving from one web page to another web page. I'll show the small thing here. So this is one web page. And this is the another web page. A website is a collection of web pages. We know this definition, right? Website is a collection of web pages. So these are the three different pages, are page 1, page 2, page 3. And all this combination is called as a website. If you combine all these pages, then it becomes as a website. But user means internet user. How they are moving from one page to another page, sir? Because when you are opening any website, 3 pages opens or 1 page opens, sir, generally. 1 page only opens. So first page is displaying some content. Yes, watching of this content completed. I want to move to next page, but I'm not developer. I'm just internet user, common public. What to do? We have to click somewhere. A link's available. Go to next page or page number 2, no something. So compulsory here some links available. When you click on this link, we are navigating to this page. Again, if you click somewhere here, we are navigating to this page. This is called as navigation. Moving from one web page to another web page is a common thing and compulsory thing in our website, sir. Flipkart, Amazon, whatever it may be, When you open any website, first home page is displaying some information available. Along with that information, we have some links and buttons also. When you click on that link or when you click on the button, immediately we are moving to the next page. That is this one. So this navigation system is called as programmatically hyper. This is called as hyper. So conclusion, sir, hyper is nothing but in a link. It helps to move from one web page to another web page, or it is supporting to move from one web page to another web page. So that is the first word meaning. Without these, can you expect any website? Without these links and without these navigations, can you expect any website? No, 100% of websites we have this one. So that's why the first word hyper. To what we are doing in our website, that our task or operation reflective name is this one. Next, the second word text we are calling, sir. Yes, sir. Second word is the text. So what is this text, sir? Programming terminology, text is nothing but an data. Data are values. Student number, student name, course join, fees paid. These are the data. The same thing here we are calling as a text. Why text we are calling, sir? HTML language, any type of data, it is treating like as a text. You give an integer number, it considered as a text. You are given double values, it considered as a text. If you give an email ID, password, date of birth, date of death, everything, I'm treating as a text to text to text. Universal data type here. Different data types are not available in HTML. So text is nothing but a data generally, or we can also say as a values. But why the text is comes suddenly here, sir? When you are performing this navigation process, sometimes with our interference, sometimes without our interference, some data traveling from the page number 1 to page number 2. Some data, maybe your email ID, or maybe your browser ID, maybe your system IP address, maybe your password, your contact number, something. It's forwarding from page number 1 to page number 2. Sometimes you know that one because it explicitly happens, and sometimes we don't know that one. Reason implicitly it happens. But data transportation, pakka, confirm. If we users knows or users doesn't know, so the situation is deciding that one. So when you are navigating the page 1 to page 2, page 2 to page 3, some values also carry forwarding here. Compulsory, yes, sir. If the previous data comes to the second page can continue that operations. Without having the previous page information, second page performing the task is not possible. It's generally problem. Best example, your online shopping, sir. Flipkart or Amazon, online shopping. Best example. How, sir? Product we are selecting in Amazon, but money paying in money payment. Amazon only, yeah? Product you selected in Amazon, money payment. Payment where you are going to performing. Banks websites are UPS apps, right? But payments not happens in our Amazon directly. Amazon is just e-commerce website. It exploring all the products information. That's all. But it doesn't take the money from you. You have to pay the money through SBI Bank, HDFC Bank, GPay, some Amazon Pay, something. So all payments are done in a separate app or separate website, right? But I have some SBI Bank accounts, sir. After selecting the product, we are clicking on proceed to payment. When you click on the proceed to payment, next screen will get the payment options. Which type of payment you want to do? Credit card, debit card, net banking, or something. They're asking. I selected net banking, sir. Next, which bank? SBI Bank I selected. When I select the SBI Bank, immediately SBI Bank website is opens or not? Confirm. It's asking your login, SBI Bank account ID, customer ID, and a PIN code. Successfully I log in into SBI Bank. Next screen, it's asking how much amount you want to pay, or directly it is showing your payment amount. How much amount you want to pay, asking. Sure, huh? I did the shopping 1 lakh, but paying 10,000 only. Chances available. It's asking the amount, how much you want to pay, or it just showing the confirmation that this is the amount I'm going to deducting from your account. Amount directly displaying, it's never going to asking the customer. They asked customer, Amazon shutter close within 1 month. Because our Indian powers are different. Don't underestimate the Indian. So 1 lakh we are purchasing, 10,000 we are paying. Like general thing. There's a no banking website is asking the amount from the customer. It directly displaying the amount. This is the amount you did the shopping. Are you interested to pay or not? Accept or decline. Only 2 options available. Payment 10,000 rupees it displaying. How the SBI bank they knows I purchased it 10,000 or not? I did the shopping in SBI bank. I did the shopping in HDFC bank. No. But how this bank program they knows the 10,000 rupees only exactly shop amount? So background some communication is going on. The data transmission is going on here. So Amazon program is sending some information as a parameters. Programming students, you know parameter meaning. So it's sending that all shopping amount details to your banking website as a parameters. So banking program receiving that parameters, analyzing and directly showing this is the amount I'm going to deducting. You are interested or not? That's all. Again, it's not ever asking enter the amount. So there is the live example for the data transmission is going on or not. Our second situations are IRCTC is there, no? Indian Railways ticket booking, right? If I want to book the ticket in IRCTC, how many pages we have to travel minimum? Minimum number of pages. 3 to 4 pages compulsory. Actually, it is 7 pages we are traveling. 7th page your ticket is comes. The last page is 7th page your complete ticket is comes. Before that 6 pages you travel. First set screen from station and to station. Next train selection screen. Which train you want to travel? A train we are selecting. Class also we are selecting. Next one login is asking. Next one passenger details is asking. After given the passenger details, one preview screen is comes. This is pre-check the details properly. Preview, ticket preview. Passenger name, train name, date, class, every information display. If it is okay, go to payment. Payment also done. Finally, ticket is comes, right? In that final ticket, my from station the name is available or not? From station name, to station name, date of journey available in the ticket or not? Yes, but where I actually entered the details? Page number 1. Where it is displaying in? Page number 7. How? So much of journey. So background data is going to transporting like this. Another situation like. But all these pages data, if you maintain, then only ticket producing is possible. Otherwise, sir, if I book it, confirmed the ticket or if I booked the ticket, details is unable to produce it. Because train station details available in page number 1, passenger details available in page number 4, ticket printing on the page number 7. Coordination required compulsory every page to every page. Carrying forwarding is compulsory, the data. So it's always happens in our hyperlinks that when you are using the buttons or whatever it may be. So while using of this hyperlink, we are navigating from one web page to another web page. At the same time, some data is also traveling internally. The data is called as the text. But this data in which format it is going to traveling, sir? In hyper format. The data is always traveling in the form of hyper. Hyper means, sir, tag oriented format. Right? Normally, programming languages, integer data forwarding, our string values we are passing, our arrays we are passing, our objects we are passing. Here, not like that. Text with the support of tags. That's all. No other categories here. So the first word, what we are doing. Second word, when you are performing this navigation, some data is also transporting. And the next third word is markup. It's a very simple. Markup is representing the way of programming, the style of coding. So HTML, which style of programming pattern is following, that is decided by the markup. Markup, it is representing the way of coding. So what is the markup means, sir? Tags. Markup is nothing but an tags. Every programming language, every software following certain programming structures, sir. Just for your awareness, I am saying C language is following the functions. C language is following the function-oriented programming. Top to bottom, you are using functions for solving the problems in C. But Java.NET students, top to bottom, you are using the objects and classes. Java.NET students. Any Oracle student is available, sir. They're using the queries for solving of the problems. Or SQL, we don't need to write any programming. Just with the select command, insert command, update command, we can finish the task simple. The subject to subject, coding writing style is going to changing. That is called as structure of programming. But HTML is following which structures are functions are no, classes objects are no, like as Oracle queries are no. I have my own style. That style is called as tag oriented. So I'm a tag oriented programming. The tag oriented representation word is called as the markup. Markup, we are unable to understand, sir, this word. That meaning I'm explaining for your convenience. Markup is representing tags. That is nothing but the programming structure is a tag oriented. If I want to design any web page, the login page or search page or registration page, whatever it may be, tags only we require. Without tags, nothing to do. If you want to design a simple web page or you want to design a very complex web page, tag support compulsory, sir. Simple. You know, all of you mathematics. Which mathematics don't ask? General mathematics. Ganita Shastram. No, all of you. Without using the formulas, can you solve the problems in maths? Generally, not possible. Now, how much important the formulas in maths, like the tags are, that case same role is playing here. Tags compulsory to solve any problem in HTML. So suppose open any of the website, the Facebook login screen. So how the screen they designed, sir? With the markup, tags only. This total screen is designed with purely tags. Blue colors, green colors, boxes, everything is coming as the part of the HTML tags plus CSS markup. So markup meaning is that one, sir. Markup is a technical word, sir. If you have any problem with the markup, you can just simply replace with the tags. What is the significance of this word, sir? The structure of the programming. So HTML following the tag-oriented programming structure. The structure of the programming is representing of this one. Next, the last word, language. The last word is language. So what is language, sir? It's a communicator. Language is nothing but a communicator. So right now I'm explaining something and somebody you are listening and somebody you are sleeping, right? Communication, how it is going on between you and me, sir, by using one language only purely. A human being, they want to talk with another human being, one language required. A human being, they want to talk with a mission, a language is required, right? This side boys, the noise వస్తుందమ్మా. some noise are coming, and other students also seeing your side or not. They are also disturbing this side especially. So be careful. Those students also watching you only instead of me. Or my glamour getting problem. Huh? They want to see my face only, not your face. Boys especially. If you want to talk it without coming the noise out to talk, if possible. Any noise comes up, compulsory co-students are seeing like this. And the noise, what is this nuisance? And then fasak. Correct enough? That corner, they are seeing your faces. So this is also communication purpose. We are using the language. So HTML is also playing as a language role. HTML, hypertext markup, is also playing as a language role. Why this language, sir? I'm the web developer. Suppose we are the web developer. Our programs are executed by the browsers and producing outputs by the browsers. So I want to communicate with browser. A normal English, normal Hindi, normal Telugu, not possible. Because systems doesn't understand human beings' language. Correct? Then only you are writing C programming, sir. Then only you are writing Java programming. If system directly understands that, a system sort the collections, over. System run multi-threading program, over. Why we have to write cases of coding? So they're unable to understand our human beings' language, sir, because dependency problems are available. Then only they introduce the universal and neutral language, zeros and ones. So we are human beings. Web page designing code we are writing in English, and browsers, they should convert this one into other format. Then only they can produce the outputs. Without translation, without conversions, output doesn't comes. But who is the mediator language between the developers to browsers, sir? HTML. This HTML is playing the mediator between the web developer and web browser. HTML is a language. The responsibility of this language providing the communication between the developer and browser. So what are the operations you want to perform? We are asking the browser with the HTML support, and browser also giving the outputs with HTML supports. It's a mediator or communicator. It's playing one language role also. But HTML not available, we are unable to communicate with browser as well. Without using any language, communication with browser is not possible. Without using any language, communicating with browser or communicating with system also not possible, sir. But that language not human beings language, other than human beings language. The programming language, a query oriented language, a markup language, a something other than human beings language required. So what are the coding we are writing in general English that should be converted into browser understandable format? This HTML language is helping for us. What are the coding instructions we are typing in general English? This is our HTML code. It's a pure English only. So as a developer, total code I developed in English. But this coding instructions, how the browser understandable convertings are, for that your HTML is going to supporting for us. The another terminology, this we called as a translators also. Web page designing comes completely with English format only, sir, no other formats. Hyper navigations, the text transferring the data from one page to another page, markup, structure of programming, tag oriented programming, and it's also playing as a mediator communicator role between the web developer to web browser. The 4 words meanings. Next one. What is the purpose of HTML, sir? HTML basically used for designing of the static web pages. We can say as a web pages, sir, no problem. Do you want to say more clearly or claritily, then use the static word. If I want to design the dynamic web pages, sir, HTML plus some other technology required, whatever it may be. So many web technologies are required. HTML plus Java, HTML plus .NET, HTML plus Python, HTML plus PHP. Then we can design the dynamic web pages also. But right now, our course only HTML, so I'm touching about only static web pages only. Anybody they asked the question in interviews or in open areas, why you are learning HTML or what is the use of HTML? I want to design my own web pages. Generally, second question also chance available. Which kind of pages we can develop? Static pages, we can say. Second question, not asking, enjoy, do festival. They asked, try to say this answer. What is this, sir? Just information, sir. A web page, what it contains? Web page contains the information or data. The data or information sometimes available in paragraphs format, sometimes available in headings format, sometimes available in images format, sometimes available in table format also, sometimes available in text boxes, so buttons, so check boxes, so radio buttons, so etc, etc, etc. Data we can present in any format. The different shades of presentations are available. That is, I just mentioned here. Every HTML page contains some elements, or every HTML page contains some components. What are the elements or components are? Headings, paragraphs, icons, menus, logos, images, text boxes, buttons, check boxes, radio buttons, password boxes, email controls, audio, videos, animations, graphics, tables, order list, unordered list. These are the different varieties of items. Some names I listed, sir. Last two etc word I used because all typing is not possible. The purpose of this technology, web pages, web page what it contains, and this all the information web page it contains. Next one, where we are using HTML, sir. Nowadays, everywhere in our web applications, we are using HTML. Without HTML, there is no place in the web. Without HTML, there is no chance in our internet. If you go for any other technologies, sir, HTML support compulsory. Simple thing. Examples are, I want to prepare some food items, sir. Vegza, non-vegza, roti sa, pulka sa, biryani sa, something. Depends upon the item, ingredients are changing, right? Spices are changing, groceries are changing. But one common water compulsory, water mandatory. If you prepare the veg items, if you prepare the non-veg items, if you prepare the starters, if you prepare the main components, biryani, plain rice, fried rice, something, water compulsory. Without water, can you prepare any food? Possible. Without oil, possible. Without water, no. At least cleaning purpose, water required. Without cleaning, you are going to cooking. Already Corona available. Next to Barona comes. So water, how much importance for any type of food item preparations? HTML is that much of required for any type of web page designing in any technology available in our IT industry. Because simply, frankly speaking, the one and only technology in our in the world to design the web pages, HTML only. 100%, sir. Without using HTML, if you design any web page, if you design any website, it becomes as 8th wonder world record also, Guinness Book of Records. The fact. I'm not used any HTML, sir, but I designed a web page, sir. The Guinness Book of World Records. I will refer your name with my own money, no problem. Indirectly, impossible, no chance at all. There's somebody they are thinking, sir, who have already HTML knowledge. Sir, I used WordPress, sir. I know WordPress. I watched some YouTube videos, Rubber2 videos, something. With that knowledge, I designed one web page in WordPress, sir. But I'm not using any HTML, sir. This type of one psychological feeling available, right? You don't know emo fact to WordPress using HTML internally. This is fact. You are feeling I'm using WordPress, I'm not using any HTML tag. What are you are believing and what are you are proudly feeling WordPress that is using internally HTML, sir. This is fact. So finally you will again touch it the HTML only matter. So sometimes you are working with HTML directly, explicitly. Sometimes you are using HTML internally. The identifying or not depends upon our observation levels and but HTML compulsory. If you use Visual Studio, if you use WordPress, if you use Adobe Dreamweaver, or if you use Photoshop, or if you use any other extraordinary tools, web pages we can design, plug and play operations available, right? After designing the web page, see the source code of that page. Top to bottom, we have only HTML only. So that's why a feeling, please stop it. That is not right feeling. HTML must. Next, HTML is a client-side technology. HTML is a client-side web technology. So why we called it a client-side, sir? Because operations are always performs in the client machines only. Operations always performs in the client machines only. Your source code translated in client machine. Source code. Wait. This is our code. This source code, where it is translating, sir, not in www server, in our client machine only it is translating. And this translated code, where it is executing, sir, in our client machine only, in our laptop only. Output also produced in our laptop only. So program translated into machine code, executed and producing outputs, everything is happens in client machines, either laptop or mobiles, even mobile also. If you open any website, sir, HTML code available in that website, a HTML code translated in your mobile only. 100%, sir. Your HTML code, CSS code, and JavaScript code, 3 technologies are translated, executed in your mobile only. No, sir, I have some LCD TV in my home, sir, smart TV. I'm opening some websites in the TV, sir. Your TV translating your HTML code. Your TV inside software available kada. Without software, menus not comes and browsers also not comes. And that is going to translating your code. So 3 technologies, sir, not only HTML, this point is the common. CSS same nature, sir. JavaScript is also same nature. Our total course, 3 technologies, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. All are client-side technologies only. These all the subjects programs are translated, executed and produced outputs on client machines only. So servers support we doesn't require here. That's why we said as a pure and completely client dependency technology. But who is responsible in client machines, sir? That yesterday we discussed together. Browser. Yesterday's explanation. Who is the responsible in client machines, sir? Browser is the responsible. I'm saying client mission. Mission is a computer, suppose. Computer inside we have a lot of softwares. In that softwares, one of the software is browser. Browser is the key role it is playing here. Can you open websites without browser? No. Reason browser is your executor. Browser is your translator. That is the browser compulsory to open any website. This point once again I'm repeating, sir. Why we should call as a client-side technology? Because HTML always depending on the client machines. Either laptop or desktops or mobiles or TVs or car or bike or watch. I have the smart watch, sir. I'm opening a website. Your HTML code executed in your watch only. Your CSS code is also executed in your watch only. I have some car, sir. In that car, I can access the internet, sir. If I open any Google Maps or Geo7 or something, that source code executed in my car only or in your bike only. So which client machine you are going to using? In that client machine only, they are going to operating. In this client missions only, your program is translating and executing and producing the outputs. Is there any special, sir? This point you are separately highlighting, sir. Now, Java program not executing like this. That's why I'm saying clearly. And PHP program also not executing like this. Python program also not executing what I said like that. Even .NET, ASP.NET program also not doing this functionality. So your advanced Java, Spring, .NET, I mean ASP.NET, PHP, Python, all these are the server-side technologies. It's not client-side technologies. Why we call server-side, sir? They're always depending on the server mission. The source code translated in server mission, code executed in server mission, results produced in server mission, but results displayed on the client mission. Why, sir? Because user always waiting on the client missions only. See that one? But this is user. They requested for watching of output, user can travel to server location. No, gada. So if you perform any operation in the server, final output data should be displayed on the client mission. Then only users they can watch that data. So server-side technology is final result only displaying on the client mission. Except the result displaying, rest of all activities performs in servers only. Quite reverse to client and server. One common point in both is output displaying finally on the client mission's screen only. Output to both technologies are displaying finally on the displaying means printing. Printing before activities completely shifted. So I'm calling one servlet program, sir, Java program, one servlet program. But servlet program translated in server, this server, translation. Reasons are servlet code also we are writing in English only. That must be converted into mission understandable format. Translations performs here. Execution, server. Data protected in server. Protection of the data. A protected data sending to the client mission. And that we are seeing as a result of your request. Comes to the client mission, sir. So your client-side technologies program translated in client mission, executed in client mission, data produced and displayed in client mission. That is server to client variation. So orange color lines are HTML, green color lines are servlet or ASP.NET. Both same thing only. So every server-side technology operation is like this, and every client-side technology operation is like this. Then only we call it as a client supporting technology, client-side technology. It is server supporting technology, so server-side technologies. Girls and boys, but one family available, sir. One family. So father, mother, one boy, their kids, one boy and one girl. The father, mother, this is boy, and this is girl, right? A small family, medium-sized family. But a girl, 99%, 99%, you are more attachable, more effective, more relation maintains with father only. Reason? Boys, you know the reason? No, no, hold on. Next, coming to boys. This is boy. 99%. Boys, more attachment, more affection, more relation, more communication, always with the mother. The cross mapping, sir. So boys are always mother pets. Girls are always father pets. Any objections? Especially in these scenarios? Some scenarios different. Two girls only, sir. A different case. That's why clearly mentioned boy and girl, father, mother. So is scenario observed now? Girls are always father impacted. Boys are always mother. Relation bonding also like that only, sir. Right or wrong, I'm not talking. Relationship with this person, we are more stronger compared to this person. And boy is also more stronger relation with mothers. Reason, my weekend parties ki, tours ki, trips ki, bike ki, mobile, always mother only. If you ask father, sir, a common thing. Huh? Because every weekend we need money. Every weekend father not ready to give the money. So mummy, I pay. Ice. So many cinemas we see the scenes together. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఫాదర్ ప్లేస్ వీల్ అజ్యూమ్ యాజ్ ఏ సర్వర్ సార్, మదర్ ప్లేస్ వీల్ అజ్యూమ్ యాజ్ ఏ క్లయింట్. ఇప్పుడు గర్ల్స్ ఆర్ సర్వర్ సైడా ఫాదర్ సైడా? సర్వర్ సైడ్. బాయ్స్ ఆర్ client side. So two technologies available. One technology always bonding with the server. One technology always bonding with the client. Always interaction, interference. So this is the another information about our HTML. It's a client side technology. Reasons I explained, sir. And the next one. HTML is not a programming language. It's called as a markup language. I'm not discussing about this point much more, sir. Simply I'm saying, so my point of it's not programming language. I should call always as a markup language, or just to go for the language also okay. So better try to avoid to use the programming language. Why, sir? C is programming language, sir. C++ programming language. Core Java is programming language. HTML is not programming language. How can say, sir? We don't have any calculations in HTML. We don't have any if conditions, for loops, so switch cases are not available, anything, only designing, not logical part. Coding not supported. Decision makings no, iterations no, functions callings not available, object creations not available, even finding the addition is also not possible. How can say it's a programming language? At least you are supporting to do the calculations, addition, subtraction, multiplication. I can say you are the programming language, but this is supported purely designing. That's all. So instead of programming language, better go for the markup language. That is also tougher. Simply call the language. Just use language. This is try to avoid it. Somebody they are calling, sir. Their personal, sir, is my personal. India, democratic country. Everybody they have the. Which one you want to follow? Your choice. Practical also I said. There is no coding supporting here. Only tags only available. This you can just read yourself. Nothing to explain. So not only HTML, sir, for the total course, I said we don't need any prerequisites. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, this total course, anybody they can learn. We don't need any other subjects knowledge. We don't need another programming language. So it's an open technology. Intermediate student they can learn. 9th class students also they can learn. It's not a problem. Next one important point of the HTML, sir. HTML, it supports by the all browsers. So what is meaning of that, sir? Actually, that much of long sentence we can simply say as a portable. We can simply say as a portable. What is meaning of portable, sir? Once if you design the logic code, or once if you design the web page, that web page we can open from any browser. From any browser, we can open it. The computers browsers they supports, TV browsers they supports, mobile browsers they supports, and any other electronic devices browsers also supported. But device to device code not changing, sir. No, sir. Device to device code not changing. Same code we are using, settings we are changing, that's all. One web page we are designing, Facebook login page. This page, how to open in our laptops, the same code, how to open in mobiles, The same code, how to open in TV is a settings we are just changing, but logic never going to changing, sir. Same tags, same attributes, same values. It's a neutral coding system. Once if you write the some HTML tags in while designing of the page, the same tags, the same program, we can run any of the browser without any dependency problem. Without any dependency problem. That is called as the portability. Write once, run anywhere. Once write the code, run anywhere in the client devices, any type of client devices. No problem in that one. Is it advantage or drawback, sir? It's a more advantage, sir. Reason, computers only clients, sir? No, so many electronic devices are clients. Computers only not clients. It's one of the client only. So like as computers, we can use different electronic devices as a client. But device to device coding is changing, sir. As a developer, you will get the 70 scope movie. Reason, how many electronic devices available in the world? So many. But all these electronic devices, you are going to writing code. Huh? Automatically, you are getting 50, 55 years. Obviously, we'll get it. Because today some electronic devices available, we developed the code for that one. Next month, if any new electronic device invented in released in market, so that's a 100% not proper way. That's why we need always portability. Write the code only once. The same code as easily run in any electronic device. You will get the proper outputs. That is called as portability. But time savings are and developers risk also reducing, because logic you are developing only means web page designing code we are writing only once. The same code copy into TV, run it, will get output. The same code copy into mobile, run it, will get the output. Any separate software installations required, as sir? Nothing required. Browsers already available. TV we have already browser. Mobiles we have already browser. Simple things, sir. So design a small login page, sir. Your own login page. A small login page like this. This is the small login page. Username, text box, password box, and a button login. Nearly 15 to 20 lines of code is comes, right? But save this one with the so-and-so name, a.html. Save this program with a some so-and-so name, a.html. But copy this program into pen drive or memory card. Connect it to your laptop. Use the browser, run. We'll get output. Again, connect that pen drive to desktop computer. Copy the program, run it. It works. Again, connect the same pen drive to your smart TV or LCD TV. Open the program. It opens in TV also. And the mobile, how we can copy? Okay, send the same program through WhatsApp or Bluetooth. Share to your mobile. Open the file. Your login page comes. If you have any car, the car is internet supported car. Again, connect the pen drive to your car. Open it. In car, your login page is going to open. Codes are single line also, no need to change. 100% same logic. Running always, giving the same output also always. That is called as portability. Write once the code and run anywhere in the world. A more useful feature for us. And the next one. HTML is a interpreter based language. HTML is a interpreter based language. So what is this interpreter, sir? It is one of the translation methodology. We have two translations, sir. Compiler, interpreter. Two translators available in our computers. Some softwares are following the compilers. Some softwares are following the interpreters. So can you give anybody which softwares are following compilers? C, C++, Java, .NET also. .NET programming also compilation only. And what about interpreters? Our HTML, Oracle. Oracle queries, PLSQL programs also interpreters only. Java execution interpreter, not compilation. We are talking only compilation process only, translation, not executions. So some softwares are following the translations compilers. Some softwares are following the translations interpreters. How can choose that one, sir? We don't have any right to choose, sir. It's already instructions inbuilt. We are just following that only. I don't like interpreter. I want to change to compiler, sir. Yes, drop a mail to Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee available, so just drop the mail to that person. Hey, Tim, I don't like this interpreter. Chance available, they are suggesting. That is not in our hands. It's inbuilt instructions of the software. But why these compilers and why these interpreters have? Both are translating the high-level code into mission-level code. Compiler's responsibility translating your English coding instructions into binary coding instructions and binary coding instructions into English coding instructions, vice versa operations. English coding, it's nothing but an high-level coding. They should be converted into binary coding translations, compiler performing and also interpreter also performing. So our HTML uses the interpreter. What is the working nature of this interpreter, sir? Interpreter is always translating the code line by line. Interpreters are always translating the code line by line. Here we have that one. The compilers always translating the code all lines at a time. Or 10 lines program available, sir. 10 lines is translating at a time. But interpreter is not like that. First line completed, then only second line it will go. Second line completed, then only third line it will go. Compiler also like that only, sir. No. Compiler, if second step wrong available, it also moving to third step. Second step, we have some syntactical mistakes, sir. Some wrong is available, some mistake. Still it is touching the third line and third line translating, compilers. Then only when you compile the programs, how many errors will get? One na, n na? N errors comes, depends upon the mistake. But how n errors coming, sir? Touching all the lines here. Without touching all the lines, n number of errors is not possible. One line can make only one mistake. One step is always producing only one error only. If you got the 5 errors and 5 steps wrong. 5 steps wrong, how they knows? They cross-checked first statement to the last statement. Even the previous statements wrongly available. The compiler's nature. Little bit time taken process. But interpreters not doing like that. See the small picture here. So this is step number 1, sir. Step number 3. Step numbers writing, steps not writing. Steps writing not possible, sir. So 5 steps are available here. While typing of these 5 statements, third statement I typed wrongly. That I know that one. Third statement intentionally I typed wrongly. Next, the 5th statement also I typed intentionally wrongly. Testing difference between the compiler and interpreter. If this program for translation, if I use compiler, we'll get the 2 errors. Reasons are compiler first picking the first line. It picks the first statement, translating. If it is success or failure, whatever it may be, compulsory it goes to second line again. First statement successfully translated, then it will goes to second line. First statement is failure the translation, then also it goes to the second line. That is the meaning of compilers. Java, C, C++, all working like this only. Because all are the compilers operations. If second statement success, sir, then it will goes to third line. Third line failure, sir, some mistake is available. Hold on that. I'll go to the fourth line. Holding that statement. Go to the fourth line. Fourth line success, sir. And then go to the fifth line. This is also failure. But this error totally displaying the 2 on screen. Total number of errors 2. That is the matter of here. But interpreters different process. So step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, step number 5. What happens, sir? Interpreters. It picks the first statement, sir. Picking of the first line. Translate. Successor. Immediately execute that line. It's not waiting for the next line. Compiler immediately execution is not going on. Translating and just holding that one. After some time, they start the executions. But interpreters, what they are doing, sir? Pick up the first statement, translate, success, execute, done, show the output. So first line output it comes on the screen. Without touching the second line, I already displayed the first line output on the screen. Done. Then goes to the second statement. Pick the second statement, translate, execute, and produce the output. Done. While processing of the third statement, translation failure. Terminating the program and coming out. This is interpreter's original nature. What about the fourth and fifth line, sir? Why third line is wrong? Obviously, fourth line is wrong. The mathematics formula, you solved one problem in maths or you solved one problem in physics. Total number of steps 20. Sixth step wrong, sir. What is meaning? Seventh step correct? Huh? How? Because seventh step we build based on the sixth step. Sixth wrong, automatically seventh wrong. Seventh wrong, automatically eighth rank. We don't need to test the balance coding, time waste process. Interpreter following that mathematics formula. So previously what you are feeling the difference between compiler and interpreter, I don't know, sir, but this is the reality. Accurate difference, this one. Doubt available candidates after completion of the class, you can check it. If it is not happens, tomorrow you can raise the question. Mehuna, Shahrukh Khan. So got it? Both are translation methodologies. So somebody is following this one, somebody is following this one. So our HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, all following interpreters. But the uniformity available, sir, in 3 technologies. Almost HTML, what are the guidelines following? CSS also. Song, playing, I wanna follow. JavaScript also, I wanna follow. The same song is playing up to JavaScript. Song started from HTML, song finishing at JavaScript. Very famous song, NTR song. I wanna follow. No, na. Last Monday, I observed you all are singing same song. Boys. See how much innocence faces. Really, sir? Huh? Somebody they are sleeping, sir. That's why middle of that one. Yes, sir. Almost you reached Himalaya border, Telangana border. Somebody Telangana border, somebody I think Himalaya borders. Don't go. Pakistanis comes. Better come back. Almost. So I hope you got the meaning of exact interpreter who are learning languages very first time. So translating step by step, executing immediately, and producing outputs also immediately, 100%. Can you have any proof of that one, sir? Write a small JavaScript program only. We don't know JavaScript, just I'm writing a point understanding purpose. So this is a small JavaScript. Don't think about the code. A translation methodology, we are just focusing, that's all. So here I'm going to printing some apples. Oh, 3 or 4 fruits names I'm printing are here. So 4 fruits are ready. I'm saving this program and executing. This is our output. 4 lines of code, we got the 4 messages on our, a white color is your web page. On the top of the web page, it just displaying the 4 messages. But total program perfect too, we got the proper output. Now we'll make some mistakes. So if right available, this E I'm missing, spelling wrong. So obviously it's a error. Actual name of the method is right, but I designed the wrong spelling. See that one. What we discussed, the same thing happens. First step output is there. Yes. Second step output is there. Yes. Third step, fourth step missing. Reason? We have found some mistake in the third step. So third step mistake available along with third, fourth is also skipped. That is only exactly what I explained here. That is the meaning of exactly interpreter. The same mistake if I did in compiler, sir, total program is skipping and you are not getting single output. One line output also not getting. But I have the same mistake in second line, sir. Only apples are comes. Rest of all the 3 fruits are skip. Apples comes. Apple first statement correct only. Yeah? Apples producing output, there is no doubt at all. Missing balance 3 fruits. If I have the mistake in third line, sir, third line we already tested together. Okay. If I have the mistake in fourth line, apple, mango, oranges we are getting. So missing is only grapes. The first statement wrong, sir. Total gone. So as per discussions only, program is executing. No. How the program is executing, that we discussed. And the next one. See the next information about the HTML. HTML, one of the specialization is it's a 100% error-free language. And actually why I'm not shown in HTML means this is the reason. JavaScript, why I explain a point understanding. If you did the mistakes in HTML, it's not showing the errors. Existing, but not showing the directly errors anywhere on the screen. So that's it that we are unable to understand JavaScript I explained. Now back to this point. We don't have any errors in HTML, sir. Means if you design the code wrongly, the tags are used wrong way, sir. Tags not open properly, not closed properly, even guidelines not following properly, sir. Still browser trying to produce the outputs. How much badly you design the code, finally we'll get the output. Bad code, no? Wrong output is comes. Proper code, proper output is comes. But output pakka, confirm output. How much you worstly you design the code, sir, finally output is comes on the web page. So maximum HTML not showing any errors, adjusting and compromising with your code and trying to produce that level of outputs only. So directly on the web page, I think it never displaying the errors, like as your programming languages. Syntax error, semicolon missing, spelling mistake, curly brackets missing, quotations missing, and these type of suggestions errors you are never getting in HTML. So that's why we said as it's a 100% error-free language. And the next one, HTML is not a case-sensitive language. HTML, it's not a case-sensitive language. Case means, sir, letters style. Uppercase means capital letters and small letters. We can type HTML program in any case, sir. Complete capital letters accepted, complete small letters accepted, or combination of letters also accepted. I want to type some capital letters and some small letters, sir. There is no objections. Valid. Browser checking only spelling. Spelling proper, output is comes. You are writing uppercase letters or you are writing lowercase letters or you are writing the combination letters, never going to focusing on browser. Really, yes, sir. We'll check it once, sir. I'll just show the point meaning. See. So this is a small dummy HTML code. I'm not explaining program. A point meaning I'm explaining. Start directly writing program. We don't know what is header, what is document. Tomorrow's points are a programming point. A point meaning I'm explaining here. That's all. So hello world. H1 close. The proper way of the coding, sir, we'll get the proper output also like this. Code corrective and output also producing perfectly. Next, same H1 tag, by mistake, I type it like this, sir. By mistake, accidentally. There is no problem. Still, it is okay. We'll get both outputs. So case, no problem. Clear together? Capital letters accepting, small letters also accepting. Next to errors, you said, sir, previous point, no errors. That is also I'm showing, see that. HH1. Actually, we don't have any tag with the name of HH1. The wrong tag name, spelling wrong. But I typed intentionally HH1 close. What we are generally expecting, sir, this statement gives some error or something. No, sir, my name as easily displaying on the screen, but without H1 effect. Actually, I'm expecting in H1 and a big size, but now it is displaying in the small size compared to your previous two headings. Reasons are browser, your tag meaning not understanding. Browser unable to understand the meaning of HH1. So it's going to displaying the data in browser's own style. That is that one, small size. Browser really understanding the meaning of my code, sir. Like as welcome and these will get the output in the big size. See that? Now observe the size. Same all are three sizes because code understanding by the browser perfectly. Now, sir, I'm writing something like this. Wrong code, but error output. That is output, not error. But proper output or improper output, sir? Improper output. So when you design the code wrongly, this is the reaction of the browser. Then errors never going to showing on the screen. Case sensitive meaning also I explained practically. And the next one, we don't need to install any softwares for working with HTML. And you are some of the Java students. Before going to first example, you downloaded JDK software, installation of the JDK, path settings, class path settings. Or you are .NET student, you are downloading .NET. You are Oracle student, you are downloading Oracle installation. Generally, which subject you are attending, the subject related software downloading from the Google or internet or installation settings or something. Nothing is there here. No downloads, no installations. But where we can type the programs are universal editor, notepad is there. Type the program in notepad. Where we can run the programs are browser. But notepad browser, I think 100% of computers already is there or not? Yes, you are using Windows, Linux, Mac operating systems, or whatever it may be. Notepad available, one text editor, and browser is also available. Use these two things and produce the outputs. Okay, extraordinary software is not required anything for us. So no downloads, no installations. So type the program in Notepad. Type the program in Notepad. It's already available in every computer. Typing and saving here, sir. So typing and saving is here. And execution, sir. Execution from browser. We don't need any other things. But at least the CSS, sir. CSS also same formula on it. But JavaScript, sir, it's a coding for programming, sir. JavaScript also same. No installations required. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all are following the same procedure. And throughout our course, we don't need to download anything. We don't need to install anything. But here one problems are Notepad, most of the students, they doesn't likes. Correct? Reasons are like as that also black and white. Like as black and white. Colorfully screen not comes. Automatic syntax highlightations not available. Help also it is not going to showing. So that is we doesn't like the Notepad. The Notepad waste, and I'm not saying that one. Notepad is more powerful. You can type any program also here. Some students, they doesn't like that, they're not interested to work with this Notepad. So for those students, we have the separate softwares or separate editors are available, sir. So one is Edit Plus, or another one is Notepad Plus Plus, or another one is the Visual Studio Code, or another one is the Sublime, etc., etc. Who are not interested to work with the Notepad, those students, we can go for this one. Who are not interested to work with the Notepad, so those candidates, you can go for this. Edit Plus, Notepad Plus Plus, Visual Studio Code, Sublime. Like the total, we have the 40 plus editors for to work with the HTML programming, sir. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. More than 40 editors available in our internet. Once go to the Google HTML editors, type it, you'll get kilometers links. And that number of editors are available to work with the HTML editor programming. Saying that these 4 are the most popular. In that 40 plus editors, these 4 are the most popular for us, designing wise. So you are going to explaining all these things, sir. I'm covering the 3 only, sir. Edit Plus, I'm showing how to work it. Notepad Plus Plus, I'm showing how to work. And Visual Studio Code also, I'm showing how to work. 3 editors, I'm going to covering overall. How to design the programming in Edit Plus, how to design the programming in Notepad Plus Plus, and how to design the programming in Visual Studio Code. It's more enough. 1 editor is more enough, sir. 3 we are going to working. And the next and the last point about this HTML introduction, sir. What is the execution order of the HTML, sir? Execution order. When you run the program, or 10 lines, 20 lines program available. When you are executing this program in the browser, which order it is follows, sir? Top to bottom order it is following. Top to bottom order. HTML is always follows the top to bottom order. Indirectly meaning execution starts from the first statement, sir. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. In the sequence order, it is going to running the program. Any jumpings are, sir, middle, no jumping javangs. Started with 1, straight forward up to n statement at the last statement. So no jumpings, no flyovers, no under bridges, no left turns, no right turns. There are some programming languages, top to bottom, but not sequential execution order. Java is not sequential execution order, but Java is also top to bottom. So it started execution like this. After that, a flyover is going on. And these middle steps are skipping, situation demanding. If condition available, amma. But skipping this statement conformly. So as a top to bottom, but not sequential order. But HTML is the top to bottom plus serial order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No jumpings, no skipping. The execution order. And this is the small point, sir. HTML is a open source. What is meaning of open source, sir? We can see the source code of any project available in the internet. Developed by you, developed by your opponent team, or developed by your enemy, or developed by your ex something. We can easily see the source code. No objections in that one. And the copyrights permissions are something, sir. Yeah, nothing available. Suppose we just will see one small website, the Naresh IT website, sir. We likes designing. Suppose if any of the student or any of the public, they likes this designing, sir. What to do? You can copy the source code, but it becomes as a crime, sir. Get a license and not available case. How it is becomes crime, sir? It is not a licensed software. It's a free software, right? Crime, violation, copyrights problems are nothing is there. You just right click. How to see the source code of this Naresh ID, sir? Right click here. Go to the view source, last to second option. Go to the view source, last but one. The total source code of the Naresh IT website is clearly visible here. Almost 3000 lines code is available. Approximately 3000, 2700 lines, sir. The last line, see that one. 2573 lines of code is there. What to do, sir? Control A, no, na? Control A. Control key, alphabet A in keyboard. What happens? Select all. Control C, copy. Go to Notepad or Edit Plus or MS Word or something. Take the new file. Control V, done. 2600 lines copied. Save with your own name, launch as your own website. Nobody is objecting. Nobody objecting. If any objected, mehuna. But in this process of small precautions, sir, while copying of this source code, a company logos comes, sir, it's very dangerous. Source code you can copy. Company logos don't copy because of registered symbols. So company logo copying, it's a violation of the rules only. It's a criminal activity also. Source code copying, nobody is going to objecting in the world. They don't have any right. Can I copy the Facebook source code like this, sir? Any website source code you can copy. How many websites available in our www, sir? Trillions of websites. Open any website, copy, change your name, launch. No objections. That is the last point meaning, sir. It's an open source. We can see the source code of any website. Interested? Copy it, make some little bit changes, launch as a your own. 100% acceptable. Objections not coming from anybody. Logos very dangerous. That is the don't copies. So introduction of HTML is completed, sir. In these 4 slides, I explained the definition, purpose, some guidelines and rules and regulations. HTML related total history, complete points I covered. Tomorrow, programming structure will start it. So thank you all. Balance things we'll see in tomorrow's session.
రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేసుకుని ఫీజు ఒకేసారి కట్టేస్తారు. రేపు
ఒకసారి పెట్టు వాట్ చాట్ లో డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యా లాగిన్ లోనే ఉందా సార్ చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పెట్టేసి సబ్జెక్ట్ ఐడియా లేకుండా ఎలా చేస్తారండి కూడా ఏదంటే ఓన్లీ స్టాక్ ఓవర్ఫ్లో వెబ్సైట్ స్టాక్ ఓవర్ఫ్లో ఉంటుంది దాంట్లో